watching At Home with Zane, and today I'm going to be giving you some tips on how to create an informal dining setting, but also utilizing some of the principles that apply in creating a formal dining setting. So first off, what I want to do is I'm going to use my charger. A charger serves as a base for your meal plate, but it also creates a nice elegant feel for an informal setting or also a formal setting. Next, I want to place my meal plate on top of my charger. If I were going to have a formal dinner, I would probably use my china, but since this is informal, I really like to go with basic white. Next, I want to place my silverware. So I'm going to give you some helpful little tips on how to remember where your silverware placement goes. The word knife and the word spoon have 5 letters, and the word right also has 5 letters. So it's easy to remember that your knife and your spoon go to the right of your table setting. You want to place your knife on the right-hand side with the blade facing in towards your table setting. Then you want to place your spoon next to your knife directly to the right. For your forks, I'm going to give you a helpful tip as well. You want to remember that the word fork has 4 letters and the word left also has 4 letters. So it's really easy to remember that your forks go to the left of your place setting. You always want to place your forks in the direction in which you're going to eat. The basic concept is that you're going to be eating from the outside in. So I'm going to start with my salad fork because I'll be serving salad with my dinner. And then next to that, I'm going to place my meal fork. So to the left, I have my forks, and to the right, I have my knife and my spoon. I'm also going to be serving dessert with my meal. So another really fun little tip on how to remember where your dessert fork and spoon should go is I'm going to serve cake and ice cream. So your spoon is to the right, your fork is to the left. And the fun little tip is that if you used your spoon and you drove it up in front of your plate, it would sit directly above your meal plate and your charger facing the left. And if you used your fork from the left-hand side, you would just drive it up and park it right here in front of the spoon facing to the right. So that's just a fun little tip. My bread plate here, you can place your bread plate directly to the left of your forks, or you can also place it slightly above your forks. I always like to have it offset a little bit here above my meal plate and above my forks. Also, with napkins, the basic rule is in a formal setting that your napkin would go underneath your forks. Since this is going to be a little more informal, I'm going to use a napkin ring and I'm going to place it on my dinner plate. So I have these beautiful pearl napkin rings. I'm just going to slide my napkin in there. And I'm going to set that right on top of my meal plate, just like that. The next rule is your glasses. So I'm going to set my drinking glass, my water glass, right here above my knife to the right, and then my wine glass will go directly next to that on the right-hand side. Another really unique fun tip to remember and give you a little bit of a reminder on where everything is placed is to remember BMW. And that stands for bread, meal, water, wine. That's another little fun, unique tip. So lastly, when you're setting your table for a formal or informal dinner, it's important to remember if you're using decor on your table, not to utilize pieces that are too large. It's going to be difficult to converse with other people at the table if you've got a really large floral arrangement or something in a really large scape in the middle of the table. So I like to use candles. Of course, they create ambiance and can kind of set the mood. And I'm going to use my most recent DIY candle here. I did a DIY video on how to create these beautiful candelabras. So I'm going to use that here in my table setting. And then also I did a DIY video recently on how to create these mirrored flower boxes. And so I'm going to use that as well. I'm just going to put my artificial hydrangeas in here and set that right out here in the center of the table. So as you can see, we have a really nice setting here for an informal dinner. I hope you've enjoyed these tips. Follow me on YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel, leave your comments below, and we'll look for you the next time.